welcome to my channel, and today I am going to be doing this week's Top 5 Wednesday. Now this week's Top 5 Wednesday are the characters that you used to love but you don't anymore. Now these are the characters you used to adore but for some reason now you don't. Maybe they've changed a lot, maybe you've outgrown them, or maybe just your outlook has changed and now you can't stand them. Or maybe you don't even hate them, maybe you're just now neutral about them and you just used to be a bit obsessed with them before. Okay, so let's get started. Now the first character I don't have the book of anymore, just because I threw them away years ago because I just couldn't stand the book anymore. And that character is Edward Cullen from Twilight, and I can't remember the name of the author. Is it Stephanie Meyer? That's ringing a bell. When I was younger, I first started reading the book because I was told that Robert Pattinson would be playing the main character. So of course I read the book, and when I was reading Edward Cullen's side, I just imagined Robert Pattinson as he looked as Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter. But then obviously when the films came out they made him look one, really ugly, and then two, I grew older and I realised what an arse he actually is. So yeah, the first character that I used to love but now don't like, and in fact I actually hate him, I cannot stand him, is Edward Cullen. And that's mostly with what they did with the film, but then again when I read Breaking Dawn, it took me 6 months to read that book because it was just so rubbish. In fact, I just don't like anyone from Twilight anymore. I could just do this whole video with Twilight characters, but I can't remember most of them because I just can't remember the books because they are rubbish. Sorry about that. Now the next character that I used to love but I don't like anymore is Tamlin from the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. Now I think like everyone in A Court of Thorns and Roses, we all kind of fell in love with Tamlin. He was this really nice person who obviously loved fairy, which is that how you pronounce her name? I can never know how to pronounce her name, but I'm calling her Fairy for now. But then when it got to A Court Mist and Fury, he just started acting like an idiot. He was way overprotective, basically not letting Fairy go out of the house, basically keeping her in the prison, which is kind of abusive in a way. And then obviously at the end we found out he teamed up with the Mad King to get Fairy back, and he was just a complete utter arse. I am going to say that a lot in this thing, I think. But yeah, Tamlin, liked him first, and then it's weird how in just a book you just totally change your whole opinion of him. But yeah, I don't like him anymore. I'm still waiting for the third book, which I think is out next year, where I hope Fairy just totally brings him down. I hope she doesn't end up back with him. Then if she's Reese's mate, then hopefully they will just live happily ever after. But I can kind of, this is the only Sarah J Maas I have read, but judging by what people say for A Throne of Glass, I have a feeling Reese might die. I'm really hoping that's not true, but I want her and Reese to live together, and I just want Tamlin to just go hide somewhere because he's just a complete and utter idiot. The next character I used to love but now don't really like anymore is Gale from the Hunger Games. Now I still like Gale, it's just that when I first read this book my favourite characters were Katniss, Gale and Peter. Then I think the films kind of changed my mind a bit. Now it goes Katniss, Peter, Effie, Haymitch, Cinna, and Gale is like down at the bottom, just because I've come to like a lot more of the other characters. It's not just all the main three now, it's like the whole cast, the whole book of characters. But yeah, kind of like the film kind of makes you change your mind on a few people, which is kind of bad. But yeah, Gale, I've kind of gone off him. And I hated the whole love triangle, which is something that always happens in YA novels. I don't understand why can't we have a YA novel where there's not a love triangle, because it's just getting annoying. Yeah, Gale, I used to love him but now I'm just like neutral on him. He's just there. I don't really care about him, to be honest. The next character, it will either shock you or it'll be a popular one, but I have to say Harry Potter from the Harry Potter series. Now I know he's the main character, but as you read the novels and as you get older, you kind of tend to appreciate other characters a bit more. Obviously when I was younger and I was reading the books, it was all Harry, Ron, Hermione, all that. But now I'm liking Luna, Neville, Lupin and Sirius are my favourites. Harry, he goes through so much, but I think in the end he's not one of my favourites anymore. And I know there's always that joke about who's your favourite Harry Potter character, but it's not Harry. I still like him, but my favourites, like I said, are now other characters. Harry, I feel sorry for him really, he doesn't get as much attention as he deserves. but I think the other characters, I just prefer them a lot better to Harry. The final one, I'm going to show you the whole series just because I tried to get them out of the box and I can't, and I don't want to ruin the box. But I am going to have to say Jace from the Mortal Instruments series. Again, this was a bit like Twilight, as in I have a huge crush on Jamie Campbell Bower, and when the films came out, that's when I really started reading them. So obviously while reading the books I was picturing Jamie, and Jamie did do a huge job as Jace in the movies. I don't see, well, I understand why people don't like the movies because it went way off the book, but I think Jace, and I think it's Lily Collins, did an ace job in it. But I just have to say, I think it's because I was young and I could easily crush on characters. Now it's a bit harder. I just don't think he's as amazing as people think he is. Now my favourite characters are Clary, Isabel and Simon. But yeah, sorry Jace. But yeah, there you go, my top 5 fictional characters that I used to love but now don't really like. Thinking about it, all those were male characters, which is a bit odd. I think female characters I do like a bit more than male, just because, like I said, when I was younger I could easily get a crush on someone reading about them. Now it is a bit harder to do that. But yeah, there you go, that's this week's Top 5 Wednesday. What are your thoughts? What do you think? Do you agree with me? If so, just comment down below and we can have a little discussion. And as usual, there's my Tumblr, Twitter, Goodreads and Instagram. So I will see you later. Bye!